A very good evening to all of you from all the places that you're watching us from. Welcome back, welcome to our conversation today. As you can see, just beside me is a very beautiful girl. This time round, oh my goodness, you're going to hear from her, from herself, where she comes from. You've not met her before, but I hope that today only itself, we're going to learn more about who she is, because as you can see, first impression first, she's beautiful, and in this head there's a lot that you guys are going to pick up from her. Please do remember, this is the only channel that where you get to meet young girls discussing business, future, good ideas. If you're new here, please do remember to subscribe. If you're older, welcome back. Welcome back. I've missed you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. Over to you, Rahima. Please do introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where you come from.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Inviting me over. My name is Osman Rahima from Ghana. I come from Upper West region in Ghana, and precisely it's called Wa. And in Wa, the people of Wa, they speak Wali, and then my dad is a Dagati, so at the part of my dad, he speaks Dagari, and my mom is from Nairobi, and she speaks Wali. So I am a Dagati girl, but I stayed in Accra, the capital town of Ghana.
From that small introduction, I know someone somewhere is just like, oh, I really want to get in touch with this girl, because smile itself tells us everything. She is beautiful, and leave alone that this girl is into business. I think she started this entrepreneurship business when she was a small girl, but you know what, she's going to tell us everything about it. I really don't want to spoil it by telling you guys. Let us hear from the origin. Let's have the authentic information. So Rahima, please do take us through your journey, your journey into business. When did you start? Who inspired you to start the business? And yeah, how is it? How has the journey been so far?
Yeah, I would say that I'm a kind of person, I want to do good. And growing up, I saw my mom into this business of thrift, which is in my country we call it foods. So in this thrift business, these dresses are being shipped from various countries, and they are pre-loved dresses. Dresses that some have been used, others have been not used but being brought up from shops to be given at a flat rate or being on sale, and then you get it very cheap. And people also in my country call it brony wow, and it's like the white man's leftover. So my mom sells this clothing, and growing up at the ages of 8, 9 to 10 years, when I was not so much matured or like still growing up, I had this interest in the business because she used to give me opportunity to come to the shop after school to see how she interacts with customers. And I was so much impressed with how everything was going. So in the first beginning, I didn't know how to sell very well. I just like, if someone comes and says, oh, I want this dress, I just sit in my mind. I just say, okay, it's at this price. And my mom saw the passion in me, and then she started teaching me. And I have this kind of business mind in me. So from there, I started learning little by little, and then it got to a time that was the business was not officially for me, but for my mom. But to me, when the time I started to do business officially was in 2016. But I started business when I was in 10 years. That was when I started being at the shop, helping mom. Trying to also figure out things, how to sell, how to make profit. But firstly, in business, when I was doing business, I didn't know what they call income or profit. I was only doing it because I have the love for the business. I wanted to associate more with people. I wanted to see how people relate with others. I wanted to do fashion. So I just wanted to see people like dress, look good. I wanted to be part of people's life when they are dressing and all those things. So that was the main reason that brought me into business. So when I was young, I did business because of the passion, but not for profit. It was when I was growing up that I realized that when you are doing business, there is another thing called profit or income. So aside the passion, then I learned a new thing which was profit. So I started chasing profit as well. But I would say that if you want to do business and be successful, you need two good things, which is one, you need the passion, and two, you need to be consistent. Like you need to do it every single time. You need to draw the awareness of people that I'm selling this is good. You have to look good yourself. You have to be presentable so that when somebody sees you, the person can ask like, who are you wearing? Where did you get this dress? So you can tell them that, oh, I'm the one selling it. You can get it by DMing me, or you can get it by just calling. So I think business was something I wanted to do long ago, and my main thing was that it was because I had the passion for the business, not because of the profit. Yeah.
I think, my goodness, in Kenya there's something that is happening. They call it kuomoka. Kuomoka is getting rich. And I think so many of us are getting carried away by this thing, trying to get rich very fast. But I think getting from what she just said in her story, it's not all about profit, it's not all about getting money, it's not all about getting rich, but it's about passion. Look at her now. She said you have to look good first. I mean, the thing that you're doing, if it's a business, make sure that it's something that it's in you, it's passion, it's something that you like, something that you don't strain to do. Rahima, I would like to ask you, did your mom give you the capital to start the business, or she just saw the passion that you had for the business and she thought of, you know what, I'm going to support this girl? Did you ask for it, or she initiated the thing?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say that when I started my business, I didn't have any capital. Like, that was the most interesting part. That is why I emphasized more on passion. It was due to how I wanted to do this business so badly. So the little I had, like in my country, let me say that I had money like 200 Ghana cedis, which is almost like 2,500 rupees.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the little amount of money I had. So the friends around me were so supportive. Yeah, they always want to buy wherever I bring up, and then they support my business and they push me. You can do it, you have to do this. And even sometimes there's someone who just call you, hey Rahima, I want you to help me out on what to wear for this program. So it was something that was like over me. It was a big thing to me. So I kept on more of the passion than looking at the capital or the income. So capital, I didn't start with any capital. My mom even officially did not know I want to take this to a very high level. She just felt like I was only being supportive at the shop at the time I was around her. But she didn't know after I moved Accra. After I moved to Accra, I was taking this business to the next level. So it was from there, I think selling one or two things, being myself, always trying to look good, taking pictures, trying to brand myself, bringing up a brand name, customizing bags, just trying to be a good label, a brand to other people, to motivate them. So I started having this good selling opportunities from friends. They buy, let me say, if I have dresses like 100 pieces, in a day I can sell like almost 40. So in 2 days I can go by 70, and in the next 3 days everything might be finished. So from there I had this opportunity of wholesalers, and that is the big deal of every seller. Yes, when you have wholesaling people that wholesale, even though the wholesaling does not bring you that much income, but then it brings you money at once. Yeah, it brings you this money, this profit, that you know that at this particular time I have this money that I can just rely on, so that when they pay, I'm going to use it for something interesting. Because when I started selling, I wasn't so much particular about branding myself. It was all about getting money and keeping up with my basic needs without worrying family. So I used to.
You have a family that is worrying you.
No, I mean like without I worrying my family.
Oh,
yeah. So I was just so much into buying my own sandals, my own pad, deodorant, spray, and all those things, like trying to look this girlish and always slaying all the time. Yeah, so that was it. But on the second thought, when I was growing, or when I attained maturity a little, I understood that things were in a different level, and I need to save, and I need to do bigger things than what I was thinking is much comfortable for me. So I started saving, investing more into the business, and everything started going good way. And even though sometimes you have a bad luck, which is like sometimes you don't hit the target, or sometimes you don't even get the amount of money you put into the business, but we still keep on going, because in business you think about two things: it's either you gain or you lose. So any of them that comes, it doesn't stop you from chasing your dreams.
Yeah, sure. It's actually about risking, right?
Of course, we risk a lot.
So do you think that, having these, because I think we've talked a little about your family, do you think that your family has also played a big role for you to, for your business to grow in terms of connection, networking with people, and also trying to, connect you with big, what is it called, clients, your huge customers?
So I would say that first of all, I have a very dear sister to my heart.
Shout out to her!
Yeah, if she's watching, she'll be so proud of me. Mama Fart, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you, and I love you so much. I know you've always loved me as well. She's always been supportive. She gives me all this time, the time I need. She advised me. She always said, the little you have, just push harder and make it. And then she also have connected me to a supplier in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, she have connected me to somebody that supply me goods. So now I have one supplier in Saudi Arabia. And then my other sister, she's called Osman. Thank you so much again. She also connected me to somebody in UK, and it's amazing. Like, I don't even know how to thank these people. She has supported me with capital, a supplier, and she have always been there for me, whether hard or like in good times, in bad times. She has always been there. All my sisters are very supportive, and I have another sister who is our firstborn. She's full of good things, man. Like, I don't know, the family is just good. My brother, I don't even know what to say about him. He's just amazing. He's a good person. They all help in my business. They all make sure that I don't do things that will ruin my business, but rather I do things that will always support my business very well. And thank you so much to my boyfriend.
Oh,
He's
yes.
so amazing. He's an amazing person. I love you so well, and I always love to see more of love.
Oh, you boy. And by the way, you guys, by the way, if you're watching this, I don't know what you're doing at home. I don't know what is it you're up to. You know, this girl, like you're okay. We shouldn't mention the age there, but then this girl is very young, and then see the connection she's having. She's doing business with international clients, but then also, as we've seen, our family is also playing a very huge role here. And I think if you have a family that is really taking good care of you, please do not, misuse that opportunity. Stay well with your family. Let them guide you till, when you're out of their hands. And even when you go out of their hands, do not cease from connecting with them. Family is just that thing that you need, that connection, that thing that is close to your heart. Anyway, going forward with the interview, tell us, why did you choose to, why fashion, by the way, and why, your success is with you, is on your hands. You got money, girl, and then you still coming here to do your, your bachelor in whatsoever. Why fashion, by the way, and why did you come to India? Why you didn't choose to go to another country?
Yeah, I would say that when we started this interview, I first of all told you that I like to look good. I like to dress and look good, and I always love to see more of beautiful things in front of me, and I like to shop, to source for the best of clothing. Sometimes it's my passion to just be in the midst of clothing, to just be searching the whole day. I think my family, if they were here, they will tell you the best part of me, which is when I'm in the house and I'm not doing anything, I just bring down everything in my wardrobe, and then I start like putting them on, standing in the mirror, trying to just slay in them, talking to myself, being like I'm in the midst of a panel or something, or on a runway. I just like to be free, comfortable, do what I like most. And what I really, really, really like is fashion. So that is why I choose to offer fashion. And in the near future, I want to be a very big designer. And I hope that my dreams come true.
Amen.
Yeah.
What plans do you have for young girls? As you can see, what is happening currently, I don't know if it's the same in your country. The pandemic, this corona thing, this lockdown thing has brought, a lot of, I think you can call it nightmare. Girls are getting pregnant at a very young age. And then what comes later is just depression, because they think they're hopeless, they cannot do anything. And then maybe these pregnancies didn't come with consent. Some of them were raped, some of them didn't have enough information when they were, involving themselves in sex. So what do you have for young girls, and what are your plans? Maybe you could be thinking of a project to empower women or something.
Yes. I will say to every young girl who is growing up that you should not be reliable. The little amount of money you have, there are a lot of businesses that you can do underground, not bad business. When I say underground means you are not trying to brand yourself. You're not trying to be this big business that some of us are chasing, because we are doing it as a dream, as a lifetime job. But you can, for the meantime of this pandemic, that things are not going on well for everyone, you can just, even if it's panties, you can try to buy as much as 10 panties, just put a little bit of profit on them, so that you sell, you get your money, you get a little bit of profit. That can sustain you for the next 1 week or 2 weeks, and then you continue selling, not because you want to venture into business for your lifetime, but because you want to use it as a side hustle that will help you to be able to maintain yourself as a girl. Because girls, it's a much thing. It's a lot of thing on us because you need little things or basic needs like pad, deodorant. You need your shaving stick. You need what is the name? New panties. You need to keep yourself good, neat, and you have to maintain personal hygiene. So I think I will urge them much not to be reliable on guys because you see a lot of girls, young girls growing up, they want to look good but they don't want to work. They want to just be there for the money to come. And money does not fly into the hands of people. You either work or you do something bad to gain money. So you see that some of them will sit down and say, okay, I don't want to do any work that will take much of my time. So why don't you just try to date somebody that will give me money? I'm not saying that no one should date or anything because I don't have that capability to do that. But then the little I have is that I will tell every young growing girl that you should find a side business or find something, even if it's what will I say, you working for somebody, for the person to pay you at the end of the day. It's even best than always sleeping, not using your time well, and at the end of the day, when you reach a particular stage in your life, you start regretting, which you cannot go back. And for the project, I'm thinking of that is not something I have really had, like I've not started yet, but it's in my plan of after I've completed school, I want to open a small school for what will I say, a small school for the orphans in my country. Precisely, I want to open it at Wa, those that they cannot take care of, and I see that they are intelligent, they have something at their back of their minds. I want to help them to be able to also become good people in the society. So it's something I've been thinking of, and I'm thinking to put it in my dreams, inshallah, in the next years to come. Yeah.
Shall happen. Let's hope you've collected something. Please do something, have something. I think, oh my goodness, we're late. But if, I don't know, but then this business, this we can have more of this conversation about business, starting something aside, because I feel it is not, doing business is not hard, but then starting it, it's always the hard part. You can come up with all these ideas, but then when you're thinking about how you're going to initialize it, actualize it, how you're going to make it start work, it just makes, I don't know. But we have an expert right here. We're just hoping that we can host her another time to have her talk to us more about how we can start business, how we can work hard, and become women of substance, we call that. So Rahima, I would like to ask just 2 or 3 more questions. What if you wake up today and then you find that I'm a boy? What would you do?
You are a boy. One thing in life.
You, not me.
You are a boy.
You, not
I'm
me.
a boy.
Yeah.
I know that God is able to do everything by His power. So if I turn into a boy today, the only thing that I will have to do is that to play the role of a boy. If not, I don't have any issues of turning into a boy because God knows why He did that, because human beings cannot change their other they cannot change other people into the kind of creations they want. It's only God that does it. So if I wake up today or tomorrow and I find out that I've turned into a boy, I will still say Alhamdulillah because God knows best.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is that one thing that you cannot leave the house with?
And my phone.
Phone. Why your phone?
Because my phone is is always me. It's the second me because whilst doing my business, you have to have a phone to get in touch with customers, and it is something I cannot leave at home. I've never left my phone at home before. It's either I have two phones, and then there is one I only use for direct calls in my country. So sometimes I can leave it at home, but my smartphone is always with me all the time.
Amazing. What if you wake up today and then you find yourself you've reached that rich woman, you know, the ultimate richness, you can call it. Would you prefer to live a low-key life or a high-profile one? A high-profile, I mean, like being known, you're all over the media, everybody knows about you.
You know, one thing about riches is that immediately you get this fame, you become rich. Whether a low-key life or a high-key life, people will hype you, you'll be all over the social media. But then on the second thought, I don't, wherever I gain in my life, I don't try to show them off. It only people that are around me they know what I have. It's only people, if I buy a brand new car, I think it's only my neighbors or when I'm driving around a particular area that someone sees me coming down from that car, the person can say that, oh, this is for Balam. But then I will not show it on social media that this is my new car, I just bought it. I don't think it have any impact in my life because people have better things than that, but they don't show off. It's just about, I like to live a low-key life.
But one thing I didn't tell you about this girl, do you know she cooks for us in this hostel for more than, oh my goodness, I think I'll attach those photos. She's a good chef, and as she said that she doesn't like showing off, you know, to the public and showing whatever she can, you know. This girl she's the best chef. She cooks very nice food, and then she's not even like demand like everything. She just calls like, oh, I'm cooking, come over for dinner. I'm like, and then when you go, you think it's just simple meal. It's not. It's a whole meal. It's something that you have to go to a restaurant and get that for yourself. Kudos for that. Thank you so much for always, you know, treating us as your, you know how to say, close sisters, for being who you are, for being a good person to all of us. And coming to the end of the conversation, I just would like you to what is that one advice that you'd like?
And it's about
That be in India?
no, in Ghana.
We shall miss you. We shall miss you. We shall miss that.
Yeah.
But wait, you have to write a recipe for me how to do jollof. You know, I was to learn that and I did not.
You didn't come. If you didn't
I was
come.
having prayers. So yeah, but I mean, it's not too late. Maybe we can cook within this or between. No, yes, we'll talk about that. Talk about that one. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you for volunteering to have a conversation with me. It's always a pleasure for me. It's always like a privilege and approaching girls and, you know, having that an opportunity to listen to you guys speak, tell me your stories, and also share your stories to, you know, people at home, people who are watching us. So keep doing good job, keep being, you know, a hardworking woman, keep inspiring many people around, you know, around the world, the people around you.
Yeah.
And God bless you.
Bless you more.